Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. It is modded in 1/72 scale, it copies MiG-21PFM, and it's a Profipack edition, so it means you will get some additional bonuses inside. And we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review, and we are going to open it and check what is hidden inside. So first of all, we have here quite nice box art. Here you can see comparison with my hand, it's quite typical box size for 1/72 scale kits from Eduard. And then on this side, as usual, we have marking options which are included into this kit. There are 5 of them. And then on the other side you can see some information about the kit, QR code for the kit info page where you can actually download the digital version of the assembly manual, and of course address of the manufacturer if you would like to visit them. So let's open it. It's a top opening box, and here is what we have inside. So all frames are packed into one plastic bag, I guess, yes. And then we have assembly manual and various bonuses on the bottom, but first I would like to start with this. So let's open it. Okay, seems like a lot of plastic frames just for 1/72 scale kit. Okay, so we are going to start with this clear plastic frame. I'm going to open it just like this. Give me a sec. And we will take a closer look in a second. So we zoom in. Now you should be able to see it. So here we have various canopy parts, not those one-piece canopies which were used also for some of the types, and also here we have the classic one. We have instrument panel molded out of clear plastic, and overall molding seems to be fine. I mean, I don't have any issues with this. This one-piece canopy looks a bit matte, I would say, in comparison with this one. I'm not sure why it is like this. Actually, they both look a bit not that glary as previous Eduard editions. I mean, it's not that bad, but it is unusual for Eduard kits. And of course masks are included here, so you are pretty much okay with this building out of the box. Next we go on with first grey plastic sprue. So this one comes as a new option for PFM, and let's zoom out a bit. Here you'll find 2 fuselage halves, also this top part which is molded together with thin antenna, so you have to be careful not to break it. Here we have also wing parts and also engine nozzle or tail section, and of course the tail wing, or actually the tail fin and tail wings, are molded separately. So let's zoom in so that you can see the external detailing. It includes recessed panel lines and rivets. All hatches are carefully replicated here, even though this is a 1/72 scale kit. I mean, don't even think that something is omitted here. Eduard did really great job here. It is easy to assemble model, and also it is pretty much detailed for its size. Here you can see comparison with my hand. It's a 1/72 scale jet aircraft, so it's not that huge. And by the way, inside we have guiding pins which should help you with proper alignment. The same can be said about wing parts. As you can see, wing edges are pre-molded, so you won't have any ugly joint places in such visible spots. Okay, next we go on with another special sprue. It houses the various external equipment as well as some cockpit parts. So let's zoom in. Now you should be able to see it. So pilot seat is molded as a one-piece element, which is really cool. Also here we have some parts for the cockpit, like side panels, combing panel, also some parts or sections of the fuselage. Everything looks fine. Some of them can be upgraded with resin, obviously this pilot seat for sure. And if we flip it over, here you can see what we have from the other side. So pilot seat, it is quite surprising to see it molded as a one-piece element, not as a, let's say, not designed as a sub-assembly out of several parts, which is really cool for some modelers. But next we go on with quite nice bonus. So unlike some other manufacturers, here in 1/72 scale we get full armor sprue, let's say, included into the box, out of the box, so it means various missiles, external fuel tanks, also missile launchers, bombs, everything is included here. Obviously not everything will be used at the same aircraft, so it means some of these parts will go into your spare parts box and might be used in the next projects. And these ones are really nice. I mean, they're more or less okay for out of the box build, and of course if you are not satisfied with this, you can get the Brasin upgrade, which is even more impressive with its detailing. Okay, next we go on with last grey plastic sprue. Here it is. This one is dedicated again to mix of various parts, mostly internal ones. So it means here, for example, we have cockpit 4, nose cone, which is molded as a one-piece element, combing panel here, also landing gear wheels, engine nozzle, landing gear legs, etc, etc. For example, these missile boosters or rocket boosters. And what else is interesting here? Maybe this one pitot tube, which is molded as a one-piece part, so you have to be careful. Maybe we can zoom in a bit more so that you can check all these parts closer. I mean, in 1/72 scale, all this detailing looks really impressive, so it's just a matter of careful assembly together and you will be fine with it. And I think it won't be difficult to assemble together, because Eduard decided to make it even easier to assemble in comparison with 148 kit. So for example, you don't have to assemble the nose cone in advance. You can assemble it afterwards when whole fuselage will be painted, and that's really cool because it doesn't make you let's say search for some unnecessary solutions. But we will talk about it later when we will be checking assembly manual. Now I would like to show you the various bonuses which are included here, because it's a Profipack, as you remember. So first of all, we have mask sheet. These masks are pre-cut, so they're pretty much ready to be used out of the box. So let's zoom in. Now you should be able to see it. So here we have decals for wheels and canopy, as far as you can see. Also for some of the aircraft elements, for the rudder, for example. And you will see it in assembly manual for sure. Next we go on with small plastic bag for P fret. So here we have pre-painted parts, and these ones are handy for the cockpit and also for external detailing. And this is a typical Eduard product, so I don't have any complaints about it. Next we go on with decal sheets, and yes, there are 2 decal sheets included into this kit, so let's open it. Both are printed in Eduard, and I will show them in a second. So first one is dedicated to stencils, and note that it is completely new one. As you can see, it is printed in 2020 as it's written here, and we have nice segmentation, so I guess you can get the, for example, stencils for the missile, and you won't have to cut through the whole decal sheet. That's really cool. It's really handy feature, and I think modelers will appreciate it. And next we go on with another decal sheet. This one carries various symbols for main marking options. We also have some decals for the cockpit, we have decals for the interior, and everything looks fine. We have even such huge decals, which are usually replicated by professionals with help of masks, but I think they should look good. And again, printing quality looks good. I guess they used the new technology here, so these decals should be thinner than even cartograph. Next we go on with assembly manual, so let's zoom out a bit. This is a typical Eduard brochure. It means a small history note in English here on the first page. Then we have parts map, and note how many parts won't be used, so it means they will go straight to your spare parts box, and that's really cool because you might use them in next projects, in 1/72 scale obviously. Assembly process starts with cockpit, then we continue with dashboard, and here we assemble whole engine section, so it means tail section together with engine nozzle. Next we work on the side panels, then we join fuselage halves together, and note that there is nose cone, no nose cone inserted. Then we work on the wing ports. Here we continue with joining the wing sub-assembly together with fuselage, wheel wells, also this top part, tail section, and also rudder, which is molded separately. Next we go on with front canopy section, and here you also install the combing panel, don't forget about it. Here we have tail wings, wing mechanization, so we have flaps and ailerons molded separately, front landing gear, main landing gear, and here you can see also the several assembly options, so for open or closed air brake if you would like to replicate it on your aircraft. Here we install main landing gear legs, and note that you have to use PE parts in order to replicate brake lines. Next we continue with these rocket boosters if you would like to have them. Here note that you have to use different colors for different marking options, so be sure to use the right version. Note these red segments, they show you that you have to delete the original plastic and replace it with PE parts. I mean, if you are fine with it, many modders don't do it, so it's up to you. Obviously PE parts are thinner than plastic. Here we work on the pilot seat. Next we continue, we install pilot seat into the fuselage, main canopy section, then nose cone, this pitot tube, and next we continue with... So we have two assembly options, closed or open, and then we have masks application guide. So as I said, it's not only for the canopy, but it is also for some fuselage elements, so that they will be painted into the different color. That's really handy because you won't have to spend your time trying to cut the exact shape, you get it out of the box. Next here we have the armament and of course load scheme, so that you get the right placement of all missiles and bombs, not whole range on one aircraft. Here we have first marking option, it comes from Germany, 1990-1991. It's quite colorful, so maybe some modders will choose to replicate it. Here we have aircraft from Czech and Slovak Federative Republic, March 1991. Next we continue with Democratic Republic of Vietnam, 1968. Quite interesting scheme as well. This one comes from Egypt, early 1980s. Another one comes from Czech Republic, Czech and Slovak Federative Republic, spring 1990. Next we have stenciling position for armament, it means missiles, bombs and also pylons. And of course for aircraft itself, it's 1/72 scale kit. Still we get some stencils to be applied on the aircraft, and I would recommend to apply them in order to get a more convincing finish. So this kit should be already available for purchase on official Eduard website. Of course I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for watching and bye!